I've mentioned quite a few times that hockey is my favorite sport. That I love playing hockey games. I've always loved playing hockey games ever since I started playing any kind of video games. Hockey has always been my favorite. Going way back to the Blades of Steel, Nintendo. But my problem with broadcasting the hockey seems to be that I don't have much to say. You know, that has nothing to do with nothing that I can say or nothing that I'm willing to say. It's just that I get so into the game, I tend to forget to even talk about the game. So I titled this one, Let's Get More Pumped Up for the Game. Not because I need to get more pumped up, but I do have to remember that this is a broadcast, and I do have to try to remember to talk about what's going on. Kind of like a let's play, I guess you want to call it, but they are broadcasts, so I'm not even sure what you would want to call it. So, the record for the season obviously is 21-2-0. It appears that we're playing against Chicago, in Chicago for this game. So how about we just get right into it. Now, I mentioned in the last podcast I did this morning in the Major League Baseball that I loved the soundtrack, and this also has a great soundtrack. There's something that PlayStation and any other sports game has been very good at, is keeping a good soundtrack. Now, I won't be probably broadcasting much more soccer, and even though I haven't done a basketball game, I just don't feel confident enough in my abilities to play those games. So let's listen to the intro.
Hello everyone, along with Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro coming up in just a moment. I'm Mike Emmerich. Tonight we have one of the top point getters in the league. He leads the entire league in assists, and oftentimes that whole stat gets left behind. It's pretty important.
It is, and especially the guys that play with him, Doc. It's not just necessarily the guy that handles the puck, but it's the players without it. Those guys shooting into those holes, opening up space. But, I mean, this particular player has great vision. He has great ice awareness, and he knows certainly where to put the puck on the tape in the offensive zone.
Burgess is looking to add to his lead in assists. I assume he's going to face the top defenders on the other side, so his playmaking skill will be put to the test tonight.
Always love to see my character featured in the beginning, in the intro.
For this game has a Stanley Cup to his credit and a lot of patience. He had 5 years in the Blackhawks organization before he became an NHL regular. The Nashville Predators got a steal with Pekka Rinne. He gets the call in goal tonight. They called his name 258th in the 2004 draft. 4 years later, he was their main man in goal.
Which, by the way, that draft was originally a Toronto Maple Leaf draft, and that's why I say that he should have been a Leaf. Very loud crowd in Chicago today.
Well, that's a good scoring chance. He's trying to be too fine, trying to pick the corner. Sometimes you just got to shoot it at the middle of the net.
Nicely received.
So, that was a nice little check there.
The Predators are moving the puck in neutral ice. On the outside, a shot. And now it's directed to Saad. Possession still as he moves up the wing.
So I'm just curious, what is everybody's favorite hockey team? Maybe favorite hockey player now, or from now, or the past? Broken Stick. Gotta get off the ice.
Chicago's carrying on in the defensive zone.
I would already say that my favorite team has been Calgary Flames. My favorite hockey player of all time is Theoren Fleury, who obviously is retired. If I am to pick one for now, I don't know, Johnny Gaudreau. I like Johnny. He's a good hockey player. might be a little biased with the fact that he is Calgary, but
And angled to Arvidsson.
I think he's going to have a nice long career if he keeps this up, or he
Into the corner by Forsberg.
has been doing.
Shot, big save. Chips it back. Oh, what a chance, what a save. And another save. Mark him down for one more. Amazing.
I have no energy with this player. Need to get a break somehow.
The Predators look to make a difference up the wing.
There we go.
Lets it go.
I can go off.
He covers and holds on.
So with it being 0-0, probably going to end up being halfway through the first period. See what happens. Still 0-0, and it's the end of the first period. I only got to play in the first quarter of it, but that's okay. Let's see the highlights.
There are 2 periods to go, and that's a good thing for at least one team. Overwhelmed in the shots on goal totals in that period. A whopping 16 for the Predators and 8 for Chicago. Chicago's still in this thanks to their goaltender and saves like this one. More in a moment.
It looks like Crawford might be stealing the show this game. Nothing I would hold against him. Crawford's a great goalie.
A look ahead.
Both goaltenders, Doc, were very good in that first period. Let's go inside the locker room. Let's go inside the coach's office. What might he be telling his players? First off, they got to hit the net with the opportunities they get, and they have to get more people to the front of the net.
With a shot.
It's bouncing off people.
Shot, but a great point-blank save.
Definitely hope that I get my strength up.
He's too close to the goaltender.
Lead leaguer in points. Congratulations to myself so far. See if I can win a face-off.
The Predators with a clean win on the draw. Nashville's up the wing, setting things up. Wonderful chance was set up, and the pass just goes wide.
Now I love this angle, the true broadcast angle.
Offside is called.
Like I said, I can't remember exactly. I think it was my second broadcast for this game. That makes me feel like I'm more into the game, that I'm watching the game on TV, an actual game. And I think that's the whole thing about any kind of video games, that you want to feel like you're not just controlling, that you're actually watching it too. It can be real. And the fact that it's supposed to throw you into some kind of a fantasy escape from reality, that's for sure. And I think that's another reason why I like the broadcasting, is because I like to pretend like I'm this big famous person. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. But it still makes me feel good. And this is all about fun. Nothing more.
That puck changes direction. It becomes a really difficult stop for the goaltender to make.
Nothing really is going on. No scoring, no real big chances, so I don't see why there would be much match highlights.
Routine play, done well.
Still no score. Halfway through the second.
Dumped in.
This has been a low scoring affair, but still exciting.
Gains the blue line.
Sometimes I like the low scoring games because any goal could be the winning.
This was a heavy shot, but it had no chance of going in because it missed the net.
Lofted back in, and that'll get the defense off.
I've always loved, my favorite hockey player. Yay! My favorite hockey player is an offensive team player. I really like the grindness, the hard hitting, the hard working players.
His shot was heavy and quick.
Crawford's glove's just not quick enough to catch this one, Edzo. He dropped
Oh,
it
it's
to the
in his goal.
butterfly expecting a low shot, but the shooter made a nice one up over his shoulder.
Nashville's had him pinned up.
Yeah, I like the role-playing players.
Finally a goal. And they've taken that face off between the blue
That usually ends up having lots of low scores if you have a role-playing team.
Good grab again.
Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 51 seconds.
Back in his defensive end to get it. Pass attempt to Yurko. Lofted back in and the forwards get to the bench.
Let's see, am I even going to get any points this game? Yeah, that's what I figured. It's going to go into the third period at a score of 1-0.
We played 2
So this is
game.
very interesting, and I'm personally enjoying it very much.
Look at the shots on goal. 27 for the Predators and 19 for the Blackhawks.
Well, the shots for Peke are getting up there too. The saves for Peke.
Display. Want to show it to you one more time as we go to break.
This offer is available now.
Okay, so this might be the last period. We may have to go into OT. I'm hoping not shootout because, you know, shootouts can be quite boring. Never really been a fan of the whole shootout thing. Mainly because shootout goals don't really mean much for the player. It's just a team to get the extra point. And really, how can a team game get broken down to a individual win, individual's effort to win the game? Kind of like if there was a tie in baseball, it just keeps on going on till there's a winner. There's no home run. First one to get a home run wins the game. But that answers my question if I'm going to get any points. I just got my assists, and Philip gets another goal. So, Joey's nice. Two nothing.
Neutralized face-off win. Gets in, looks over his options here. Shot, not on the net.
You're not going to get many chances right from there. You got to hit the net. He just misses wide.
Chicago's on the move.
What a concept. You have to hit the net to score. No, I like the commentary in this game. It is a lot of fun.
Shoots it on.
It's just one of those
The Predators looking to head man.
silly things that people say, period.
Gathered up again by Yossi.
So, of course, it's going to be in the commentary.
Marvelous save. A great chance was no chance.
I should be getting off.
Puck is seized by Saw. Pitching this one to Murphy.
So, yeah, there we go. Every time the clock goes down, and I hold my breath to see if they score while I was off the ice.
Right in front.
Oh.
Turned the wrist shot. Oh, he got that.
Definitely not playing a very good defensive game this game for myself. Team's doing an amazing defense. I'm just not doing a good defensive job.
It's not going to be easy. It never is in this league. The best players and teams find a way to win, Doc.
The Predators with a face-off win. Looking for options in neutral ice.
Long pass, and it works.
Shot. What a reaction save.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Nicely into the zone. The Predators waiting back in their own end. And he gains the zone. Waffle boarded. He scores.
Ah, what a goal.
Second of the game. What a performance.
What a goal. Oh. I'm sorry about that overreaction on that one, but that was beautiful goal.
Pucks to the net need to be deflected into the corner. Because the goaltender can't do that, the goal scorer is able to pounce on the rebound.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy with that goal.
Nashville's goal has taken them to an even larger lead on a night that they have had the offense going. third period of play. The Predators up the wing want the puck. It's an
I wouldn't
onside
say I
play.
had. It's a Nate that had more like
Shot. Wonderful work in close and a brilliant save.
a little bit of time.
About cutting.
Wow, look at him. He's got a long goal.
Ooh!
4 unanswered goals.
Wow. Yeah. That was a nice goal. Was not expecting to score on that one. Kind of,
He had that look of no doubt he was going to score on that breakaway.
kind of ironic that I
Absolutely
scored
great
on
shot,
that
Enzo,
one.
But the goaltender dropped down just a bit quick, left the top of the net exposed.
So I was just thinking about getting off the ice and not really scoring.
Goalie to the bench. Substitution made.
Ah, poor thing, Crawford.
Much from your goalkeeper.
You had a good game.
A couple of bad goals. There's been a couple that he hasn't had a chance on. It is time to change the record and get him out of the game.
Nashville's goal has built an even bigger
Yeah.
lead. We're in the
Definitely with this game.
for the opposition.
I don't think I'll be able to get back on the ice. Nope. So 4-0 win.
And this one goes
I believe I had what,
another
2 assists and a goal, so that might be putting me at the second star with Philip getting me 2 goals. I think he should be the first star. Now we put Peke
And again,
as
we thank you
the
for watching.
third star
Hope you enjoyed the evening as much as we
with
did.
the shutout.
Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro.
That would be my
Mike Emmerich
top
saying
3.
Good night.
My 3 stars of the night. Philip, then myself, then Peke Rene. Some great highlights. It does make me feel like I'm part of the audience as well as playing the game. And it's always nice to see. And when it comes to be a pro performance, I've never really been into that. Never really cared what kind of pluses I get or anything like that, only because it doesn't really change that much. So the third stars, Peke got no number 1 star, which I predicted him to be number 3. Forsberg was number 2, predicted him to be number 1, and I guess because of the one hit, that put me into 3rd. Like Phillips, 1 hit is better than my no hits, obviously. So yeah, that's why he got the 2nd. And just quickly looking at the game stats, yeah, that would be my breakaway goal, I would imagine. And pretty much pretty even throughout all the rest. With me having a few, like Nashville, my team, having a slight advantage on most of those things. So yeah, so that's my broadcast for this game, and if I do another one later, I'm not going to make any promises. So until next time, this is Johnny K signing off, saying God bless. Enjoy, like, and subscribe if you want to see more. God bless, bless, bless.